All right, everyone. We are firing 3 shots at the WSOP Colossus. It is an honor to get to play. Choose your avatar. Oh, this is crucial. This is absolutely crucial. We're gonna do the hippo. We in this bitch. I mean, we have to. Late position open, fold equity. Suck to lose 1 bullet on the first hand, but whatever. Came here to make the right decision. We didn't come here to worry about money. We're gonna get a lot of folds. Maybe even from better hands. Maybe they'll fold 3s in this spot. Flipping. Turn him dead. So now we have ace-10 against an under the gun open. This is a little different. 5.5. This is a good bluffing hand. We're gonna re-raise small, look strong, and then we can fold to a 4-bet. Ugh. Think we're committed against that. Yeah, 10 bigs. Pocket 10s. Ugh. Ace of clubs doesn't even do it. Yeah. Jesus, what are with these hands? 1, 2, 3, 4. 8-handed. I think under the gun, this is a fold. 22 bigs. King. It's weird. You play tighter than you think with king 10 and ace 10. Like under the gun. I know that's 9-handed, 8-handed. I think it's still bet. A lot of hands are probably shoving here. This would probably look super strong to raise off the stack. But these days, people are more used to it. It used to be like anything under 15 was like shove or fold, but these days people open off 15. Now it's kind of like 10 is shove or fold unless you're like at a final table or something. Queen, jack, button. Yep, we're most likely going to be gambling with this one versus an open, all in, take our fold equity, have decent equity when called, and get better hands to fold, like king, deuce, king, the weak kings are folding. That's a really good property to have of when you should shove something out. If you can get a lot of better hands to fold, then it's probably most of the time a pretty good spot. I just texted my buddy, it's going to be intense when a basic 17 big blind jam with queen jack off on the button gets through and it gets a fist pump. Like, yeah, I'm excited to play these things. If we are lucky enough to get a deep run, shit could get intense real quick. But if he limped, not if he opened. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sorry if I'm texting my buddy. Texting the bro fam Clint and Greg. Go all in so that we can't fall victim to a disconnect. Protect a6. Oh, we flop a king. Oh, he turns a spade. No, don't do it. Oh, don't be so cruel. Oh, flop a king. It's a big hold right there. 30 bigs, that gets us in the game. I could have opened that, but not versus a 13 big blind stack. Who's going to do that pretty often? All right, we're back. Got some cool emojis, I guess. We got a standard dookie emoji. 3.4 bigs. Yeah, we're going to gamble with 5s. Against ace-8. No! No! Big blind. All right, another situationally playable. Obviously not versus any of these shoves, but darn it, he heard me. 8s against dude woke up with kingers. Kingers. If it folds to us, we'll probably limp. Otherwise, So we will limp with this. Give the guy the option. Wouldn't be surprised to see a shove here, but good to note. We can get a little trappy next time. Queen Jack, 7.4 total in the big. If it folds to us, we're shoving. Oh, here we go. All in with the pinochle. We'll gamble against 10-9 in the big. 10-9 suited. We'll take a gamble. We'll also happily take folds. Master Kitty. Master Kitty. It's a bad kitty. It's a bad kitty. You better get out of there, kitty. All right. Pinochle gets us there. Got it through. We like those. It's like the one positive upside about this era and all the tanking and stuff. So you got time to like get a little bathroom break in and just your basic raise and fold pot. And the blinds go up. Queen Jack on the button. What the hell? And last time I said Queen of Diamonds, Jack of Ace, but this time it's 11 bigs. It's different. And the small blind is way shorter, so he's going to call wider. So this is a different situation, but that's funny how I said that. Versus an early, I mean, this has good blockers, but it also is dominated by a lot of the hands that call, which sucks. Like pretty much all the hands that call. And he's doing it against a shorter stack, so whatever. We'll see what happens. Maybe one of these guys reshoves and then we don't even have to think about it. But I'm kind of leaning towards fold. Yeah. Probably shoving if it folds to me. There are all three stacks that can gamble, even with like, they can gamble with ace deuce is the problem, but I think at 11 bigs, I think, God, it'd be so much easier if I could just like cheat and have a chart. I think this might be like the weakest one it's either like the weakest one you fold or the strongest one you shove. We're gambling. You know what? Fuck it, dude. We got rebuys. We're trying to build a stack. We're trying to make a run. Let's do this. I do want to look it up because I'm curious though. Now that I've shoved, I can snap shove it. From the cutoff for 11 bigs, 8-handed. King 5 suited is the worst that you shove with. Okay, so I mean, I was close. I was close. I said King 6 was like the worst one you shove, maybe. I mean, for not looking it up beforehand, that's pretty close. Pocket 9s, obvious shove here, unless it's like raise, re-raise, re-raise or something. But yeah, we will take our fold equity and then be ahead a lot of the time when called. Oh, we're gambling. Ace queen. Oh, we flop a set. We need no 10. We need to pair the board. Pair the board. That's a big one. Back up to 30 bigs. Ooh, gotta win flips to win tournaments. It's a big one. It's a big one. Get move tables again. Let's check out the stacks. Ooh, we got a lot. Okay, so not a lot of shovable stacks here. So this is a little bit of a different dynamic. The lowest stack besides me is 28 bigs. So now we can do a lot more opening. Like there, see, 2.5 bigs. It's gonna be a lot more opening. But it's interesting to have a different dynamic. I mean, we're still not gonna play these like marginal to trash hands, but you know, if we had like ace deuce suited here, we could open it for 2 bigs instead of like either folding or like jamming versus some smaller middling stacks. Like king queen off here, we would just open instead of doing like a jam versus open equation. Okay, so here's a crazy spot. This might be one of the rare times. I'm gonna go for the one big blind bet. I would check it back in a lot of spots, but I feel like we want to induce a potential check raise. Turn the nuts. We're gonna check it back, try and get a bluff. This stack depth, we definitely even getting like an extra 2 bigs out of this. Gonna run it down. Potentially try and make it look like a bluff. Oh, we got the call. Oh, that's huge. Oh, and it makes it look like a bluff, and also we get the max when we get paid. Oh, shit. Let's go. That's the danger of defending in the big blind against an under the gun raise. I'm not saying 10-6 suited isn't necessarily a defend. Offsuit's a fold, but 10-6 suited, just that's the danger of it. Like that's the kind of ranges you run into. Versus a 1 big blind open, the cutoff. Yeah, we can defend this. Easy fold, obviously. Raising a call, that's actually pretty interesting. This is a decent spot to 3-bet. Be happy to take this down. If he shoves, we cry. Take those. Those are big. Having to play that versus shove and out of position is dubious. We get to open this. Wow. This is actually kind of crazy because they have a massive range advantage. But I think this is one of the few spots we actually do bet and incentivize from betting, take it down. I think this 50 basis is definitely an open. If he shoves, it's just enough to where we got to fold, but he's also deep enough where he's going to call a lot. See, this is like, he should lead this flop. But this is why having a 6 there was so interesting. The fact that he checks, I don't know. Probably a lot of people, maybe they don't lead, but they're good enough to go for the check raise. Then we get this little tasty spot here. If he leads, it's super weird, but he doesn't, so we're probably just going to bet take this down, is my guess. Oh, if it was suited, but under the gun +1. It's kind of weird. This is like a better 3-bet than it is an open. But we got a good chip stack. We're just looking to preserve it. Internet's working good. Things are looking good. Got a little stack on the first bullet. Gotta enjoy these moments. It can change at any second, but it'd be nice to be able to make a little run. Win ourselves our first little bracelet. Get it on video recorder. Get it on VCR. All right. The big blind is just so situational. Like, I think if he shows, I mean, obviously it's a fold, but if he opens, it's interesting. Probably just defend. Can't be folding king eyes versus button opens. I was going to say he should size up a little bit, maybe even bigger, but it's going to get the job done this time. Wow, why do you rabbit? No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't bother me at all. I was being a little overly dramatic for the show, but we just make the right play and then the rest doesn't matter. But Our human brain obviously does notice, oh, why couldn't I have just played bad? Oh, here we go. We got ourselves a open spot. Got ourselves a little open spot. If the small blind shoves, it kind of sucks, but we just gotta make the disciplined fold. See, now this is interesting. This stack depth suited, I think we got to see a flop versus a button open. Especially versus a big stack. Check 10, check 10, check 10. Oh, such an interesting check, but sucks that we're just gonna let him show down with king high, but ace high. I mean, if we bet small, we have no equity versus our with our block bets. If I had any at all, I would go for it, but he's just gonna snap off ace high there, so we would have to shove all in, and even then, maybe find certain hero calls. So glad we didn't rejam pre, but. If there was one place to consider leading, it was the turn, but we're gonna get looked up if he has just like the naked ace of diamonds or king of diamonds. So if it was like an offsuit card, I might stab at it, but once he checks back. But, you know, it's fine. Everything's fine. All right, and just like that, we made it to day 2. Almost 150K to first. And the Bracelet. 617 players left. All right, 34 bigs. Big blind, we got 9-7. All right. Oh, man. Oh, and he rivers the kings. So dirty aces, he hits kings, and he fucking rivers it. We would have flopped a straight, and obviously gotten a double, though. If it would have gone check, check, that would have been a nasty spot when we're up against the potentially a queen. If it folds to us, it's too many bigs to open jam. If Vinny shoves the button, 30 bigs, ace-2 suited. I think we gotta jam it. Oh no. Oh no. That's rough. Spade. First a late position suited ace, you gotta do it. I mean, we're gonna battle. We got plenty of fucking time to get mad about it later, but that was unfortunate to run into it there. Can we make the comeback? All right. Can we get a hand? Ooh, ace-5 suited. All right. Be happy with a fold here. Fold is not bad up. Wow. Wow. All right. Ace deuce under the gun for 10 bigs. Nope, not gonna fall into the trap. Not gonna get crazy. We're gonna value these 10 bigs we got. Not gonna get crazy. Some people be like, oh, we're hot and it's an ace and it's only 10 bigs, and they'd be thinking about how we were just at 30, but no. 10 bigs under the gun, and this spot is not a jam with ace deuce. And we would have been out had we jammed, so. No, I'm not saying it's not like we're free rolling or anything like that. Like, that's an easy fold, but still, there are times in my life where I probably would just be like, fuck it, all in, rah, rah, rah. We get rewarded with the 10-3 off in the big blind. This would be I'll take a walk. This would be a glorious time for a walk. Just kidding. Still happy to be in it. Happy to have a chance. 9 bigs. Shoving that 30 bigs with ace 2 suited, I mean, like, they get a lot of better hands to fold. I mean, ace king obviously isn't, but like ace 10 off might fold there. I mean, ace 9 off, like smaller pairs, smaller aces. It was like versus a middle or early position raise, I wouldn't have done it, but it's just such a wide range at that stack depth. Like the small pairs and the small suited aces can fold there, or I mean, can jam there for 30 bigs. Next hand, interestingly, the big blind is sitting out, which I've gotten into trouble with before because people want to attack that a bit wider. Let's see what we get. Ace deuce. Oh man, if it folds, we have to. If it folds to me, then I have to shove the button with the big blind sitting out, but somebody's probably, yeah, gonna do that. We have no fold equity. I don't know if we want to take like at best, like a 60-40, but a lot of the time we're just gonna be way behind. I mean, like I said, this is where I kind of level myself because they're gonna be wider because the big blind's sitting out, but just having the deuce sucks so much. The big blind sitting out. If somebody hopefully will just raise and make it easy. Just shove so I don't have to fucking. Oh man, gotta take it. Fuck it. Yes. Oh, that's so big. Oh, that's so big. You just snap folded too with the big blind sitting out. Let's go. Oh man. Whew. Oh, that mattered so much. Well, I mean, when you have 5 bigs winning, that there is crucial. All right, we take those. That only gives us a little more room to see another like round of cards, but like on top of that, a little more fold equity, and if we catch a big hand and double up, we'll be in a much more like playable range. If they snap folded like that, they might be like multi-tabling and just like seen a bad hand and just went with it and didn't even bother to like look. I don't know. It's weird with the big blind sitting out to just like snap fold there. Pocket nines, here we go. Suited, I would shove queen jack off, I think, for 9.5 bigs. I'm gonna look it up, but king jack off and queen 9 suited. All right. All that studying pays off. Well, hopefully it pays off. Keeps us afloat. Break already, didn't we? I guess we started at 6:30. We're about to be in that same position with the big blind sitting out. Only becomes relevant if it folds to us, but obviously, as we've seen, that can happen. All right, here we go. Oh, God. Even if it folds, it's just so bad to shove. God damn it. Oh, come on, somebody just make the decision easy. I just can't keep getting away with it. Oh, thank you. Oh, my God. What are these smileys? Are these like Cinnamon Toast Crunch things? Like, what are these? We shall be patient. We shall be patient. Just a couple double ups and we're right back in the thick of it. The thick of things. The thickness. Blinds are up. Down to 6 bigs. 10-9 suited. Fuck. Yep. We're gambling. Suited, we're gambling. I know we can get looked up a little weak here, but the blinds are going to want to preserve their stack like a little bit. Like they can't just like call with like Jack 10. This is like the bottom edge of like fold equity. Like if it's 4 bigs, people would make some like side calls, but here they actually have to get like a little something. Oh, man. All right. All right, above average on what we normally get, but still not like super amazing. Do we peel here? Yeah, I think we gotta see a flop getting this price. Just gonna stop and go, get him to fold ace highs and queen highs, hopefully. Fuck. King queen, no spade, holy shit. Oh, are you fucking kidding me, dude? No bracelet this year.